Hi there, I'm back again with another video in our Safe Relationship Training series, and today I want to speak about changing the pattern. And on my website below, if you want to go along there, there's a free changing the pattern worksheet which will help you in your desire to want to change some patterns. Today I want to say a few words about the importance of that as a tool to have in our Safe Relationship Training toolbox. And that's a toolbox that we have which is made, if you will, created by ourselves based on our needs to develop certain skills as far as maintaining safe relationships and situations in our lives. And one of those skills is the ability to be able to change our own patterns. And those are patterns possibly of behaviour we've developed over the years, possibly since childhood. And those patterns of behaviours we sometimes take into our relationships. So if we want to maintain situations and relationships in our lives, then we need to have the flexibility to be able to change those patterns that are no longer working for us and maybe undermining our personal development and undermining our desire to have safe and fulfilling relationships and situations. And those situations can be affected in our work environment as well, and in any organisation that we're in, because we often take those patterns into every area of our lives. So today I'm just offering that free Changing the Pattern worksheet for you. Go down to the website, there are lots of free stuff on there. It's completely free, everything on there I believe at the moment is absolutely free. And help yourself to that and anything else on there that you might find useful. So why is it important to be able to change our patterns? When we have patterns that are firmly embedded within us and patterns that we've practiced over and over and over again through the years, sometimes as I say since childhood, those patterns can become firmly ingrained, and then we find ourselves working on automatic pilot in situations, and we sometimes don't wonder why do I do that? Why do I do the same things over and over again? And it's often because they have become habitualized. We've done them over and over again. They feel comfortable to us, and we find ourselves thinking or believing that we're unable to change those patterns. Some people think, well, that's just the way I am, you know. And really it's to do with our conditioning. And part of that conditioning, which is not only from society at large, our social conditioning, but part of that conditioning is also from ourselves, because over the years we may have conditioned ourselves to behave in a certain way. For instance, if we have a habit of being passive in certain situations and our relationships, then that can problems can pop up along the way further down the line when we find ourselves behaving in a passive manner, when we need to be standing up for ourselves, we need to be saying something, or we need to be leaving, something of that sort. So that's just one example, and there are thousands of examples we could give, but that's just one example of how an ingrained pattern within us, which is possibly very understandable, which it might have been ingrained since childhood, and how that can affect our lives, and how our thinking and our believing that we can't change can also affect our desire to change, because if we don't think we can change, then we're never going to go there. So I wanted to just highlight that important tool to have in our Safe Relationship Toolbox, which is the ability to even believe that we can change our patterns, and then have the ability to be able to change those patterns off our own back. Sometimes we may need a counsellor or therapist, sometimes we may need a coach, but sometimes we can do a lot of work on ourselves as far as changing our own behaviour patterns are concerned. So as always, stay safe and very happy. Bye-bye.